Welcome to Blitz Gaming, where we are about to show you a 3D printable Starship Miniatures game called Brave Sun. Brave Sun is new, it's innovative, and designed to play with 2 to 4 players. It features unique tokens, rotatable maneuver tracks that can be 3D printed, and over 80 ship designs and counting. And you can get bundles of ships that are all pre-supported and ready for your resin printer. They can also be printed with an FDM printer. With all that said, let's get into the battle report. This game, in the red corner we have Nika! And in the blue corner, we have me. I'm Tyler, and once again, welcome to Blitz Gaming. We're going to show you this awesome 3D printable game. Everything that you're about to see here is 3D printable. This is my fleet here, and it consists of a Rainmaker, 2 sword class frigates, and a striker. And then over on the other side, my opponent, Nika's fleet, consists of a Marauder, 3 Raiders, and 1 squadron, a Phase, which is capable of cloaking, and a Damascus class utility frigate. So what you're about to see here is a very accessible, easy to learn game that still has a lot of strategic depth. And it actually plays pretty quickly, so it's not going to be an incredibly long battle report, but you're going to see how this is the kind of game that you'll be able to introduce to somebody in one sitting and have them playing. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and get started. So highest roll gets to determine who goes first, who gets initiative. Go again. We got 2 2s. I got a 4. I am going to take the initiative, which gives you a slight disadvantage, especially in the first round. So I actually get 1 additional command point for being the one to go first. Thank you. So I'll hold on to this initiative, and this is actually going to pass back to Nika at the start of the second round of the game. But during this first round, I'm the first one that has to place a ship, and I'm the first one to activate. Now, I have to place my first ship and all of my ships within 6 inches of my edge of the battle sector. And I think the first one that I'm going to place is my striker here. Okay, now we're all set up. Since I have initiative, I have to activate one of my ships first. After I finish activating a ship, my opponent will, and it'll go back and forth until all the ships have activated. When a ship activates, it takes a certain number of actions based on what kind of ship it is. Frigates and cruisers get 3 actions, but fighters, as well as dreadnoughts, which are even larger, big ships, get 4 actions per activation. And you don't have to use all of the actions, but you get up to that many actions. So I'm going to activate first. I'll actually activate one of my swords here. So I'm going to take one of these maneuver tracks. And we're off. Tyler moves his sword class frigate forward using the 3-inch maneuver track, which is actually going to cause the ship to move 3 inches plus the size of the ship's base, which in this case is about 2 inches. Then, because it's not in range to attack anything yet, he uses the defend action, giving him an additional defense dice the next time the ship is attacked. And then finally, because he's ending the activation, he puts an activation token near the ship to show it cannot be activated again during this round.
I'm going to go ahead and move my Phase. Let's see.
Remember, Phase is capable of cloaking. If you cloak and then you attack, then you lose the cloak token.
Yes.
But you could move, attack, and then cloak. The cloak token is similar to the defense token, except that it can only be used by specific ships, and it gives you 2 extra defense dice, but it has the limitation, just like Tyler said there, which is me, that if you attack while you have the token goes away. Now Tyler moves in with his Rainmaker class cruiser. We're not within range yet. We are very close though. One thing you can do with a cruiser is what's called a slide action. And the way that works is I'm going to put this about in the center of the side of the base. And I'm just going to slide it until that position is at the end of the maneuver track. So basically I've just slid it exactly 2 inches, because this is a 2-inch maneuver track. That should put me in range to attack this Phase. That would also mean that he's in range to attack me, but I have a frigate advantage, and it's right there, that little diamond symbol, which is the frigate symbol. That same symbol is on the phase because it is a frigate. So I'm going to get an extra attack dice. And then I have to use a minus modifier, which would mean I roll 2, I have to reduce one of those dice by 1, but I actually get my extra attack dice, which is a 6. When you're attacking during your ship's activation, meaning it's not a counterattack, it's actually your turn to attack. If you don't like your dice roll, you can re-roll the whole thing. This is called retargeting. So I'm going to re-roll the whole thing. That is significantly worse. That is very unfortunate. I'm going to apply my minus modifier to this. These are both misses. 1s and 2s are misses. And I'm left with a solitary 3.
And really
that
sad.
you have to defend. Plus, there's basically no chance that you
yeah, because
lose
I would
this.
turn this into a 5.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, let's just move on. I shot from this arc, so I put a firing token there. These 2 arcs in this back arc are still available, but not until somebody gets in range of them and provides me an opportunity to counterattack. And of course, I've done my 3 actions, so I'm going to mark this as activated.
Now, I'll probably move the Damascus. I'll probably go ahead and just get in closer so I can attack you.
Once you're within the 8 to 12 inch range, you have to take a minus on one of your dice, any one of them. But if you're within 4 inches, you get an extra attack dice.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and go in, and that puts me at...
Still within 8 to 12. One helpful aspect is that the rulebook is also easily accessible from that fleet building app. You just open the menu and then you can open the rulebook PDF. I'll include a link in the description that's actually going to give you a free ship as well as the rulebook PDF for download.
So I'll get 1 die and I get a plus minus.
Nika attacks with her Damascus class frigate, and after all is said and done, the roll is a single 4.
Easy. 1 minus. I take
Yay!
Well, I could re-roll it.
That
with
is
a command
true.
point.
Do you
I'm
want
not
to?
Go ahead and move forward as this sword class frigate here. Are we close enough? Not quite. It's very close, but not quite. I'm moving in, so we're pushing in with the sword class cruiser here. I don't have to take a minus because I'm within less than 8 inches, but not quite within 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll 2 dice with a plus here, which is just directly on the arc. I don't think I should redo it. I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
6 and a 3.
And so with my defense, I get an extra die, right? And I get a plus. Whoo!
You defend
I
that.
defended
Gosh
both
dang
of
it.
them.
Because she gets the plus. Because it says right here on her arc 1 plus. So she defends it. Wait a second. That's your roll and that's my roll, right?
Yes.
I'm spending a command point to force you to re-roll this after modifiers have already been applied.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna take a damage now. And now it's back to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my fighters.
Nika moves her fighters twice and still gets 2 more actions with them because fighters get 4 total actions per activation.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack. So I get a 1.
No. You're gonna multiply it by the number of fighters
so
in the
3,
squadron.
right?
So if it's a 1 plus, that becomes a 3 plus plus plus.
Wonderful. Thanks for the correction.
You are unfortunately quite welcome. That's a crazy roll right there.
Let's see you defend that.
Well,
you only get 1 defense dice.
if I want to re-roll her attack dice, I have to do it before I roll this.
I ended up deciding to spend the command point to reroll one of her dice, then rolled my defense, but still wasn't high enough. So the Rainmaker class cruiser takes 3 total damage, bringing the Rainmaker class cruiser to only 4 HP left out of 8.
Ooh, so that Marauder is going to, if I swing around here to attack these raiders, that Marauder is going to have pretty clean shot, maybe be able to get in pretty close. So I'm wondering if I can get my striker over here to be able to target these raiders. So he's gonna take some sharp turns here. Yeah, so still have to take a minus on my attack, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
I only attacked your cruiser.
Attacking here. Terrible roll. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. No. It is because I have to do a minus on this. Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What the heck?
That is so funny.
1s and 2s are just misses, so you don't even have to defend, so you don't lose your defense token.
Nice.
Now it's time for the Marauder class cruiser to activate, and it has a powerful forward-facing cannon.
Am I in range? Oh, I so am, but
You
I'm also
are.
in range
You
of
could fire at my freaking
But I'm also in range of your counter, so
I could.
I'm gonna go ahead and defend now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and attack your beautiful cruiser. I do get a minus, and I already have a plus here, so whatever I
So a
roll.
plus and a minus, and a plus and a minus modifier do not necessarily cancel each other out. They
Ooh,
that is a crazy
that is a
roll.
crazy roll.
What is up with your rolls right now?
Do I go for all 5s to get them? I think I'm going.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm gonna go to.
Because then I have to roll a 5.
minus.
That means I have to roll a 5 just to be able to defend. So,
Rather
5.
than
Well, really? I have a 1 minus.
Yeah, so you want a 6.
So I have to roll a 6!
Oh, you were so close.
That
So
was
close.
If Tyler still had a command point left, he could increase the value of the dice that he rolled by 1 for each command point spent, but he doesn't have any command points left. So he's going to have to take all 3 damage to the Rainmaker class cruiser, bringing it down to only 1 HP left.
But you have the opportunity to counterattack me now.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1++, but also a minus because of the distance. So it's really just nets me a plus on this 1 dice. So you've got a pretty good chance of defending this because you've got,
I've got 3 dice to roll.
Yeah,
Minus,
you're totally good.
yeah.
You're totally good. That is the first round. So to prepare for the second round, there are a few things we need to do. We're going to remove all of the firing tokens. So every firing arc is going to be available once again, and we're also going to remove all of the activation tokens. Everything else stays.
Tyler is right. Man, he's pretty smart. Ships that had a defense token get to keep that defense token into the next round. That defense token stays until it's removed because another ship attacks it or because it activates again. So after a ship activates again, in order to continue to defend, they have to use the defense action again.
The initiative token passes to the next player, and because we've chosen to play in a format that allows us to generate a command point each turn, we're each going to get an additional command point.
Here you go.
Thank you.
On this next round, Nika decides to activate her fighters first. They perform a U-turn and are now facing the Rainmaker class cruiser, ready to take it out.
Do I want to re-roll it? I'm going to risk it because I've got 4 command tokens anyways.
3, a 4, and a 1. The 2 fighters have plus modifiers, so she modifies the 4 to a 6. Tyler has 1 command point from the new round and could use it to re-roll one of those dice.
I need a 1 or a 2 on this. That is not a 1 or a 2.
For whatever reason, our camera decided to zoom in on its own. Nevertheless, the Rainmaker class cruiser was destroyed.
This beautiful thing here, which was painted completely with paint markers, by the way.
Tyler moves in his sword class frigate within 4 inches of the fighter squadron, meaning he will get an extra attack dice, bringing his attack power to 3 on this attack. And he gets a 5, a 2, and a 1. He can increase that 2 to a 3, making that also a hit using the plus modifier from the sword's arc. Now it's time for Nika's defense.
And here it is.
Oh.
It's a bad roll. Yes.
Okay.
Will she spend a bunch of command points to try to save the fighters?
I'm going to go for it. And then I'll do that depending on what I get with this dice. I'm so glad I did that.
So that's 1 command point gone.
And then my second command token is gone. Now I only have 2 left. And I gotta get a 5 or a 6 on this.
You could spend your other 3 command points to turn it into a 5. So that would guarantee the survival of both of your fighters.
Do a 5.
We got her to spend all of her command points, you guys. Good job. Good job.
This is true, however, the fighters were able to survive. Now it's time for an attack from the Damascus utility frigate against the frontmost sword class frigate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2 force.
Easy. Dang it. Gosh, dang it.
Babe, what is going on with your roll?
I don't know.
Do you want to counterattack right now?
I do have that option, and I will take it.
Yeah.
So I am shooting back with a 3+. Ooh, I'm gonna redo it. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, I want to get 3 hits. I did. And I have a plus, so we're going to turn this into a 4.
Oh my goodness.
So you have to deal with, or I could do the 3 and a 5. I'm actually going to do that. You have to deal with a 3, a 5, and a 6.
Well, I'll get 2 of them for sure.
I'm so annoyed.
Amazingly, Nika was able to cancel 2 of those hits, but she can't cancel all 3, so only 1 damage will go through. But we actually had to backtrack because I was not supposed to retarget on that roll. So going back and looking at that first roll on the camera, we realized I would have landed 0 hits, not 1.
0. So we're going to bring this striker over. That's going to give me 3 attack dice. No pluses, no minuses, but I can retarget, and I believe I will.
Okay.
Because if I get 3 hits, you can't block it, and we're going to take out one of your fighters. You don't have any command points, and so you can't do anything about this.
You're right, because that was 3 hits, and even if I rolled 2, there's no way. Well, my friend.
I've been downgraded to friend instead of husband.
Nika moves in her Marauder class cruiser to attack the striker from behind.
Nice. Do you see what I just rolled?
Oh, I do. I see it.
And I get a plus.
What?
Uh-huh.
I got 3 6s?
So I just got 3 6s.
Are you kidding? What are you shooting at?
Yes, I am shooting at this guy right here.
My striker?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
He's such a good boy.
He's got the least amount of health right over there. I mean, I guess I could have gone for him because I already have some damage on him,
Okay,
but
well, my
he's in my
striker at
way.
least has defense of 2, and he's going to roll 2 6s right here. No.
You don't have a plus? Oh, sad.
Tyler moves his sword class frigate in the front just to get it out of the way. It's already fired, so it can't fire again this round. And Nika moves in with her phase to try to finish off the striker once and for all, potentially making this game impossible to win.
Okay, and then I get to roll 2 dice, and I've got 2 pluses. Give me the money! I'm gonna roll one more time.
Could have been a 5 and a 3.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. But that's even better.
I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this.
I'm sorry. I feel bad when I win. Or like when I'm winning. In
Goodness
that
gracious.
position.
Hey, I technically have a chance.
You do. You've got 2
Saying I
dice.
have a chance. Wow.
I just killed him.
He's dead. Killed my boy. My striker. And he's so pretty too. Look at that.
I'm so sorry.
That was pretty cool though. Just flew in and
I mean,
come and join.
I could
Your
have
friend.
gone for the other guy.
Rainmaker.
Nika then pushes the limit so she can get an additional action to cloak her ship. She doesn't have to take a damage because she rolls well once again. The game is just kind of run away at this point, and so Tyler, myself, am thinking, well, there's not much opportunity for me to catch up. I've only got 2 ships left. Her ships are doing pretty well on health. There's just not much of a way for me to turn this around.
It's official. I forfeit and I command my ships. Get out of there. Retreat. Fly away. Get out.
Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're interested in BraveSun Starship Miniatures for 3D printing, or even print-on-demand options which we are working on implementing into our store right now, scan the QR code or visit the link in the pinned comment below, and you can get a great deal on a starter pack for BraveSun with over 20 ships. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Until next time, keep calm and print on.